Hello ladies and gents, welcome to CG Reaction. This is US uses B-2 bomber to take out bridges in Iran. This is a day-old video and I heard about this, that USA took out bridges trying to cripple IRGC's ability, Iran military's ability to do anything. Now this is different thing than it's been happening for past 4 or 5 months. Past 4 or 5 months is like taking out drone facilities, taking out missile silos and missile depots. It's just like trying to, just like increase pressure on Iran so they make a deal. Now that is gone out of the window. They're like, I don't care. Okay, now we're amping things up. We're going to take out bridges. We're going to start crippling the ability of military to do anything. Roads are important. Next, pretty sure it's going to come like power plant or something. So this is the latest thing. This just happened a day or two ago. USA used B-2s to take out bridges. That's interesting. Now, obviously, I'm judging maybe this is real or not. It's from the channel that has 100,000 plus subscriber. And this video has 150,000 subscribers, just a day old. So yeah. This Reaper is hovering there. Wait a minute, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I just checked the description because I felt like something was fishy. This is an Arma footage. So this is just like a simulated video. I'm like, what the hell? What is Reaper shooting missiles now? I thought it was B-2. This felt weird anyway, like the way things look. But yeah, they're trying to simulate what actually happened just a day or so ago. But I'll try to find some other videos. Oh, this is news about US launching new waves of strike after, American troops got killed, right? In one of the bases. Ooh, things gonna amp up.
Phil Stewart says breaking U.S. military says it has targeted Iranian IRGC forces that launched deadly attacks against U.S. service members in Jordan on July 17th. The Central Command putting out this statement saying U.S. Central Command completed another round of strikes against Iran on July 18th at 11:30 p.m. Eastern at the Commander-in-Chief's direction. During the 8th consecutive night of U.S. strikes, CENTCOM forces successfully hit Iranian military coastal surveillance and air defense facilities, maritime capabilities, and missile and drone storage sites to continue degrading Iranian military uniform or marine traffic as we continue against Iran.
Yeah, so obviously this is like latest news, literally just 2 hours ago. This is happening, right? Things are going to get amped up. Oh, there you go. Real footage of Iranian bridges and tunnels getting demolished. There you go. Oh, look at the car and all that. So somebody was on the bridge. That's effed up, man. Doesn't look like a military vehicle, but yeah, war is effed up, man. You know that. Use tomahawks? No way. I mean, makes sense. Sam. That thing went full afterburner. Look at that. Oh. Damn, look at this is real. I mean, why do we need armor footage when you have real things? This from a real news channel. Those are tomahawks. Damn, look at that. Vehicles are going by and that is some kind of a storage facility, right? Look at that. You see this, yeah. Whoa, near the road. There you go. So that's real food. Like, yeah, USA has been amping up, and then Iran retaliatory strike. This is like going in front of like heavyweight boxer and slapping him. Yeah, this is gonna turn out well, isn't it? Literally killing, multiple US soldiers. Yeah, things are gonna go much amped up now. Oh, this is multiple information video, so it's going to be interesting.
Service members are killed after an Iranian airstrike in Jordan, raising the stakes in the 4-month-long war and putting a possible peace deal in big trouble tonight. Lucas Tomlinson has more.
2 killed and 4 hurt.
Strikes between the U.S. and Iran continued for a 7th straight day on Saturday, with an Iranian official saying the country is suspending an interim agreement signed by both sides last month. The recent barrage of attacks revolve around the ongoing fight for control of the critical Strait of Hormuz, as open access to the waterway was a key point in the temporary peace deal for the U.S.
It is condition-based, based on the enemy and what we're achieving in terms of our goals.
While the U.S. continues to target key Iranian surveillance...
Oh, that's look at that. There's a hole in the bridge. It's a bridge.
...to military sites, Iran has stepped up its own attacks across the region.
As a civil engineer, I'm going to say this. You don't want to go to a bridge like that when it's like destroyed by a missile. You think nothing is happening until it does. You don't want to stand on top of that.
Authorities in Kuwait say Iran attacked its desalination and power plants on Saturday, which could threaten drinking water and supplies across the country. And U.S. Central Command says 2 U.S. service members were killed and 1 remains missing, following Iranian strikes on a military base in Jordan on Friday.
There's risk to our military that's in the region, but I also think it makes it unbelievably plain to the world that you have to win this.
It also comes as Iran has threatened to ramp up strikes in recent days.
If the U.S. attacks continue for another 2 or 3 days, we will enter a phase of full-scale offensive.
It remains unclear.
And what does that mean? What is a full-scale offensive from Iran? You're going to launch missiles, which you're already doing? You're going to invade America? Where? How? I think what America should do is like empty those bases in Iraq, in Jordan, wherever Iran can reach them. All right, you want to play this? Fine. Literally go like the strategy of like, launching missiles from a distance. Launch Tomahawk from the distance and long-range missiles. Just empty those bases. What is Iran going to hit? I'm surprised that USA hasn't done that yet, because this is a time to show like this is not a fair fight. I can literally walk away where you can't even touch me and I can just blow things up in your country. This is the disparity. Why are those bases still filled? Just empty them.
Clear how long either side plans to keep up the attacks, as tensions around the strait continue to increase.
The Strait of Hormuz is Iran's #1 strategic asset. It used to be nuclear weapons, but their nuclear...
I don't know about that, man. Obviously, it is for now, but nuclear weapon is the ultimate thing. For now, they're using Strait of Hormuz as a thing to like put pressure on everyone. Oh, there you go. This is from David Hookstead. This footage of Iran hitting Jordan.
base where the U.S. is at. You can see the missiles coming in right there. And then a direct hit right there. Here comes another one. And another direct hit. So the Iranians are really going out of their way to hit our location in Jordan as the war continues to widen and continues to get worse and worse on all sides. This is, I believe, late last night. Yes, late last night. So right before midnight on July 17th, the Iranians firing more ballistic missiles. You can see the trails of the ballistic.
By the way, if you're confused if this Middle East or not, yeah, this is a clear sign. It's like when you go to France and you see Eiffel Tower in the background. There you go. Yeah, it's Middle East.
Ballistic missiles right here in the sky, missiles in the air, headed towards a variety of different targets throughout the Middle East. And this is the most shocking part. Iran bombed Saudi Arabia. That is right. Iran launched on Saudi Arabia, which they have not done. Brock Ravid reporting Iran launched.
What are you talking about? Didn't they attack Saudi Arabia like before the early days, few months ago? I guess in recent time. You mean in this last week?
Launched ballistic missiles at a U.S. base in Saudi Arabia. This is the first direct Iranian attack on Saudi Arabia in nearly 4 months. So
4 months ago they did that.
Saudi Arabia was more or less pushed to the side. The Iranians were targeting more Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Jordan. Saudi Arabia was not on the target list. Now, overnight, Saudi Arabia attacked by Iran. And the question now is, how will Saudi Arabia respond? What
Like they had done in the past, similar way. It's surprising to me how these rich Middle Eastern countries don't have a military response to Iran. Iran is not even rich, man. So how do you not have enough? Like, where is your money going, man?
What will Saudi Arabia do as, like I said, the war continues to armed forces have current advisor to Iran's supreme leader says if the U.S. continues to make miscalculations, the Iran armed forces will activate ground troops and cross the border. Now,
where are you going to do that? You saying you're going to invade Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Iraq, whatever close by things, send boats in and like boat invasion to Dubai or something? UAE, is that what you're going to do? Yeah, first of all, let's not get it twisted. America doesn't want to put boats on the ground. That's the number one thing that everybody says in USA. So America doesn't want to do that. But if you do that, at that time, it's like a defensive thing. They have to do that. There are like hundreds of thousands of troops around in Middle East, American troops. You really want to play with invasion, ground invasion? Do you really think that's going to go well? Yeah, this is going to give, U.S. military excuse. Oop, they did it, we didn't. Now we have to stop army there. You really want U.S. army to invade Iran? Because that's what's going to happen. Once they repel you, they'll come back inside Iran. What you going to do then?
Just the other day, we talked about how Iran is threatening to kidnap U.S. soldiers, to go in, ground incursions, kidnap U.S. soldiers, take them back to Iran, and hold them as hostages.
Yeah, I mean, they've been saying that.
Like a blowtorch through Foreign Minister Qasem Gharibati has announced that effective immediately, Iran is suspending the implementation of all further commitments under the memorandum of...
I thought it was closed already. When USA has been bombing Iran for, 5-6 days straight? Of course, MOU is dead. What are you talking about? Oh, these are the footage of US hitting back. Is this the same as we've seen before or different? We'll see, I guess. F-18 is the same. This is the same footage, obviously.
And then right there, direct impact, direct strike on a telecommunication tower.
Look at the clouds. You could barely see it, and they're still hitting it. Look at that. Oh,
looks like they hit a rail line there. And then more direct impacts as the bombings continue. And this is the U.S. hit Yazid, which is the missile city. This is the underground missile city getting hit hard. You can see heavy smoke right there, explosion. We'll rewind that right there. And then you can see smoke in the air right there as we attack the underground missile facilities. And this is Iranian Hormuz Island being hit during U.S. airstrikes this morning, the morning of July 18th. And then furthermore, we are bombing Urmia, multiple blasts heard in West Azerbaijan Province. It appears U.S. strikes have punched out that far. And then Sheen reporting this is another tunnel in Bandar Abbas that has been taken out. You can see the bombing damage right there. These are the tunnels they hide their drones and their anti-ship missiles in. And then right here, taken out. You can
But tunnel is still there. What you mean taken out? Like there are holes in it? Sure. I don't know.
see the bombing damage right there. These are the
Yeah, but tunnel is standing. That's why they got the photos.
tunnels they hide their drones and their anti-ship missiles in. And then right here, this is the Khmer Bridge. Another look.
I think US needs to think about making big booms, let's just say. US is doing very tactical things. And by tactical, it means like smaller diameter bombs. They have big ones, very big ones, like mother of all bomb, but that's just completely insane thing. But USA is like more like specializing in tactical, stealthy, smaller, explosive bombs because it's precision, right? It's like a surgical scalpel. Why would you use a hacksaw when you can do it with surgical scalpel? That's the mentality US has. But you should still like invest in like big booms, right? So something like if you hit it like this, there is no tunnel, there is no nothing left.
Look at the bridge that was completely blown up and destroyed. So we are bombing the bridges. We're bombing the tunnels. We're bombing right here. It says the IRGC claiming 116 telecom towers are offline in Bandar Abbas and Hajia.
Not one, not 216. The numbers are always like that.
Abad, citing the Hormozgan Communications Department, landline, mobile, and internet. So we are bombing their telecommunication towers. We're bombing their bridges. We're hitting everything. The gloves are officially off.
Yeah, think about this. You're fighting somebody. How to make sure that they are no longer a threat? Tie their hands, tie their feet, close off the doors and exit ways. US is blowing bridges. US is blowing up tunnels. US is blowing up communication. So this is indication that we are no longer doing this just so you could sign a deal. Now we're doing this so we can disable you. This has gone up another level. That's what I'm saying. This is not like everyday thing. This is not like, oh, we're just blowing up your just missile stocks and depots. So pressure is increased and you basically come to an agreement. When India-Pakistan thing happened, India blew up a lot of bases in Pakistan at the last day before like peace thing happened, right? A lot of airports, a lot of air bases, and even the nuclear site. India just blew them up. Pakistan, oh, holy shit. And just, but by the way, ceasefire. Okay, we are not fighting. And since then, it's ceasefire. That's good. That's common sense. If we do this more, India, with basically much bigger military power than Pakistan, will just cripple us. That's common sense. That's at least commendable that you had some brain. Why is Iran not understanding what Pakistan understood? If we keep doing this, all our depots will be gone, all our missiles will be gone, all the bridges, all the communication will be gone, nothing will be left industrial-wise. What are we going to do then? When are you going to realize that you can't fight USA, man? Use common sense. This is insane. There's no point of just flexing just so you can tell your people, like, we are flexing. Like, that's not mature. Think about it. You can't win against USA. You shot some missile in Jordan, right? Obviously, you hit some places as well. But the US is just going to empty those bases now. US is just going to, okay, you know what? How far Iran can launch missiles? Let's walk away from there. And now we're going to launch missiles. They can't touch us. This is the fight you're fighting. Right, well, there you go. A lot of things have been happening recently. This was the latest news, all of them. A lot of people comment like, you're not showing the latest news. There you go. You can't say that. This was all latest. Literally now. These things are happening now. All right? If you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you next time.